Hello friends, my name is Rituraj Dixit and I'm here to give you the overview of this particular section. This section is very unique in itself. It will going to give you the knowledge about the probability distribution. Okay, what are different type of probability distributions? What is the need of probability distribution? This we will going to discuss and cover in this particular section. Probability means the expectation, the outcome which can be possible, right? Like suppose we have a dice, or then we can have equal probability of 1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 6 and 1 by 6 for each and every random variable. We have to take care of this particular random variable and we have to predict the probability of this by having number of attempts, whatever attempts we want to take, right? So first of all, we should understand what is a random variable. A random variable is that which can take any value in this universe, right? But within the particular constraints. Like suppose there is dice, so it can take a particular value from 1 to 6. It cannot take 7. It cannot take 8. So from a particular domain or from a particular environment, a random variable can choose any particular value, but it has rigid environment. Okay, and sometimes it may possible that we can have open environment also, where a random variable can take any value from the open environment, but here we are talking about the closed environment. So now here we have three important distributions. The first one is known as the Bernoulli distribution. The Bernoulli distribution says that okay, this particular variable, random variable, it can take only two values, 0 or 1, like head, or it can take tail, right? But these each and one of them have their particular probability of occurrence. So from a set X, we can have a random variable small x, which can take, if P is the probability that it will going to take x equals to 1, then 1 minus p would be the probability it will going to take 0. This is about the Bernoulli's function. Bernoulli says okay, if x is equal to 1 can be there, the next one is x equal to 0. Similarly, we have another distribution known as the binomial distribution, which comes in this dice segment, which says that each and every element. Now here x can take 1, x can take 2, x can take 3, x can take 4, 5 and x can take 6. Each one of them is equally probable, having the probability of 1 by 6. So in this particular case, when the cases like these are there, we normally have the binomial distributions, my dear friends, right? But one thing you should notice, here the random variables are discrete. So these two distributions, this Bernoulli distribution and the binomial distributions, are being applicable in the discrete random variables. But what we can do when we have the continuous random variables, for the continuous random variables, my dear friends, we're going to have the Gaussian distribution or the normal distribution, and there we use the concept known as PDF for a random variable x. Let me show you the mathematical concept behind this one also. For these discrete variables, we use the concept of PMF, that is known as probability mass function, whereas for the continuous variables we use PDF, probability density function. Now when we have x as a continuous variable which can take any value in this particular domain, and where this is the mean, okay, 0, we're going to encounter normal curves a lot, right, in our data set segment. But let us have the more concise view, because we're going to have more detailed view in the later chapters. So when x is a continuous variable which can take any value from minus infinity to plus infinity, right, then that can be given by PDF of x, probability density function of x, which is given by sigma 2 pi exponent 1 by 2 x minus mu upon sigma whole square, right, where sigma is the standard deviation of this curve of the distribution, and we can say this in this way: this one 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 3 sigma, 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 3 sigma in the negative direction, and mean, mu is the mean of this particular distribution, and it is predominantly kept at 0, and this is mean plus 1 sigma, mean plus 2 sigma, mean plus 3 sigma, right? Your p value increases in this direction, that is known as the probability value. Your z value increases in this direction. How we calculate the z value? Z value is calculated by x minus mu upon sigma. So z value is basically used to check the hypothesis and all that factors that we are going to cover in the section of the hypothesis. Okay, so when we have the continuous variable, we are going to have this particular thing. And what is the cumulative distribution frequency? It is very important. Cumulative density function, or we can say, we can use when we want, first of all, what does PDF says? So suppose there is a continuous variable x and we want to say check its density. So what we do, we just drop this perpendicular here and check the PDF at this particular value y. Right, but this x is a continuous. It can be 2.345, 1.24345, that doesn't matter. This y-axis, okay, this y-axis is nothing but it is the PDF, corresponding PDF, which is being calculated by using this particular formula, right? So this is the y-axis which contains PDFs, which is calculated by this particular formula. This is a continuous variable which can be calculated by dropping perpendicular and calculating the value here, right? In the CDF, when we have to calculate the value at this particular value position P, we normally have to use this less than equal to sign, small x, this capital X and this is small x. Why? Because we use cumulative distribution frequency. We have to calculate the this whole frequency, that is 0.5 will by default going to add in this particular segment, and we have to calculate this segment probability as well as this segment probability. So cumulative means it will going to calculate the probability of the whole particular segment, not only this particular segment. Okay, remember this particular point. And that's why it is cumulative. Cumulative means we keep on the calculation of all these of this whole particular segment. So how we are going to calculate this? We are going to calculate it in a very easy way. This is 0.5 and this will going to give me the probability of this particular component. I am just simply going to add it. That's it. No problem. So this is the difference between PMF, PDF and CDF. PMF are used for discrete random variables. PDFs are basically used to calculate for the random variables. PMF is used to calculate for the discrete variables when x can take the discrete values. PDF are used to calculate the values for the continuous variables, and CDF, cumulative distribution frequency, is used to calculate the whole range of value, whole range of probabilistic value up to the mark where the random variable is pointing at the current moment of time, right? So all these concepts you're going to learn in this particular section of probability and probability distribution. With this, I come to an end of this particular lecture. Thank you very much.